You are watching the RC Jet Jock, episode 34, the Phoenix 90mm Preceptor Jet review.
Hey guys, welcome back to the RC Jet Jock. And for all you new viewers out there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can watch more videos like this. Before we get started on our first review on the channel, I just wanted to start off by saying that we paid for this model with our own money. We have no manufacturers out there paying us to do this review. And also, I'm the world's okayest pilot. So you're going to just see average piloting skills when we actually take this out for the flight review. So, yeah, it is dusty. I'm going to start off this review by saying, in my opinion, that this is the most underrated EDF out there. This airplane offers a wide envelope, as we'll explain later on the flight tests. But before we get into the flight videos, let's break it down, starting off by the assembly. Do you remember when we assembled this thing? No. It was a long time ago. It was about a year ago whenever we assembled. The assembly was extremely straightforward. Now guys, I know a lot of you guys fly the foamy EDFs. Now this is a balsa EDF, and it literally came with the kit and the struts. So you had to put all your servos, retracts, engine, ESC, etc. into this airplane. But it was a very straightforward, easy assembly. Everything fit really, really good. As far as balsa builds I've done in the past, this might have been the easiest to go together.
Yeah.
She just keeps finding all kinds of dust. All right, so let's break it down. Let's talk about what we have inside of this airplane.
Here are the basic specs on the Preceptor Jet. Our CG is a little bit different, and we'll discuss that later. All right, guys, here is our beautiful Preceptor Jet. I will leave a list of all of the things that we have included in this airplane in the description section. Now, we're going to go over what's inside the airplane and how I have it set up. Let's start off with the servos and the receiver, since that isn't covered in detail later. We have 8 Hitec 5085 MG digital programmable servos. We are also using a Spektrum Ar6600T, and that's correct, no gyro or stabilization needed to fly this awesome airplane. Now let's open up the hood and see what we got inside. We have 2 4S batteries in series that make it an 8S power system. We also have a 2000 milliamp 2S life battery that runs the receiver and all the other accessories. To achieve balance with our particular setup, our battery's plug side was at 5.5 millimeters from the back of the hatch. We are using 2 HRB 5000 milliamp 4S batteries, and we get about 3.5 minutes of flight time off of a charge. All right, guys, let's talk about rates. Aileron's high rates were set at 85% and 30% expo. Our mid rates were set at 60% and 30% expo, and our low rates were at 45% and 30% expo. On the elevator, our high rates were at 85%, our mid rates were at 65%, and our low rates were at 50%, all on 30% expo. Now here is our flap settings. There is full flap, here is takeoff flap. Please let me know in the comments section if the ruler was helpful. We didn't have one of those fancy doodads that we see some people using. Now for the rudder. Our high rates are at 100% and 30% expo, our mid rates are 50% and 30% expo, and our low rate is set at 25% and no expo. When we are flying, we prefer all mid rates. I know there's been a bit of discussion in the CG of this aircraft. I chose 150 millimeters from the leading edge wing root. Now let's talk landing gear. We are using the JP 7090 Retract system. It's a great, smooth operating system, but it was a little small for this jet. So if we have rough landings, we have to bend the gear back into shape. Now let's check out the heart and soul of this jet. We chose the JP 90mm 8S fan. It is being controlled by a 150 amp Aerostar ESC. There is plenty of power in here, guys.
All right, guys, I hope my setup and all of my descriptions were useful to you guys if y'all do end up with this airplane. So now, are you ready to get it out to the airfield? Yeah. All right, let's see it in action.
Yeah, you see that? You see the monocoat flopping under the wing there? Just making sure that wasn't like a whole flap or something, like with a servo shake, you know? All right, here we go. I'm not used to this plane. It's been a while.
I want to fly it around a bit. Do it again though. I'm expecting it this time.
Okay, I'm doing it again. Okay, we're going to test its vertical here. Pulling back now. Never even a twinge of stall or an Emmelman. All right, now I'm going to set up for landing. I had my beeper go off. Okay. Full flaps, power is off. I want to demonstrate the glide on this airplane here. Oh, boingy, 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 that was terrible. I was showing off too early with the Preceptor jet. As you can see, those full suspension gear work real well, even if you bend the nose gear a little bit. Alright, now that I demonstrated on how not to land the airplane, although it was pretty good for you guys to see, whenever it comes down to a full stall, it doesn't really have too bad of tendencies, and you can still get it back in one piece. But now we're just going to demonstrate how easy of a flyer this is with all of her different profiles, with flaps, without flaps, high speed, low speed, and all that good stuff. So here we go. Bird. Okay, coming down for high speed. If she'll come down. All right. Now I'm setting up for some slow. This is going to be a slower pass with no flaps. This is quarter power right here. No flaps. Actually, less than quarter. There's the acceleration in the climb and over. There we go. All right, now we're going to come back and do that with flaps approach. The flaps approach coming in. I'm going to power into the turn just for fun. Okay, this is less than quarter power and a slight descent. we're going to level it off here. There we go. Climbing out. Flat up, positive rate. Roll it over. All right, now I'm going to come in and do the same thing with full flat. Full flaps are in.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Come here. Oh my goodness, look at you. You've gotten so big. You're getting to be a big rookie.
Here's quarter power, full flaps.
Where are your shoes? You don't have shoes today? Yes, you do. I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You don't have
Okay, positive rate. First notch flap, second notch flap. Coming around. All right, setting up for a normal landing this time. Flaps, gear, and we'll get flaps on final here. Full flaps, here we go. Quarter power. Power off. A little bit of power. There we go. See guys, I know how to land with the lane when I want to. All right. Now we'll take it up one more time after this for some aerobatic flights. Let me know.
Yep.
All right.
not even a solenoid noise. But anyway, so that was the morning, and I finally finished about 11 o'clock.
Slow roll. Ready?
I didn't get it. Maybe.
Better?
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
All right. It's chirping at me.
Okay.
I'm going to set up for landing this time right in front of you guys. Here's my approach flaps. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to get those gear right above us. All right. Here they come. There's the gear. All right, sitting up. Flaps full coming in. Quarter throttle. I'm going to give it a little more juice to come a little bit closer. There we go. Not a bad, that's not a bad final flight there. For a change.
guys, welcome back from the field. That was some amazing flying. What did you think about that, Louie girl?
I loved it. And it was pretty.
Yeah, this is a pretty airplane. Now guys, I really hope that this really helped y'all out as far as the setup goes, as far as seeing the flying characteristics of this really forgiving airplane. I would say it's almost as forgiving as your first EDF once you get out of your trainer EDFs, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about that?
What?
Do you know about that?
About what?
Being out of your trainer EDF?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Alright guys, I know you're wondering like, man, this airplane's been out of stock for a year. You know, supposedly on the Tower Hobbies website, it has it coming back December of 2021, so hopefully that's true. If not, I want to raise awareness about this beautiful airplane and just such a wonderful flyer. Nobody really talks about it, and you know what? If we bug Tower Hobbies enough and create demand, we can get this thing out there, right?
Right.
You know, squeaky wheel gets the grease. But, you know, just in closing, this airplane was easy to assemble. It just took, you know, a couple of days for us to get it done, just for the glue and stuff to dry. You know, it's a very forgiving airplane. We can, like we saw, we cut idle on the downwind and made it to landing just fine. That was my fault on the flood landing, but we had totally control. Hey, chicken girl, what are you doing?
Just woke up.
You just woke up? Look, her hair's a mess. Go back to sleep. You look like a zombie.
I'm not a zombie.
But yes, this airplane it can be really fast. It can take up to a 12S setup. We opted for the 8S because, well, we're cheap, right?
Yeah.
See, they admit it. So yeah, we went for the 8S setup, and let me tell you guys, hey, it's okay. Let me tell you guys, it flies fabulous on 8S, if y'all can see. Plenty of power, plenty of vertical, there's no issue. But I've seen the 12S guys, and it just looks crazy. All right, guys, well, get your families involved so we can grow this hobby. Get new people to discover this hobby, because we can't do it without all the new participants. And please, please, please,
Like, share, and subscribe. Bye!
leave some comments too. We like the comments. See ya.
And don't forget the chickens.
Y'all are chicken obsessed.
Want to send a huge shout out to the man behind the camera, Pappy. You did a great job. We love you, man. Couldn't do it without you.